Well, let's talk about the fact that it's Father's Day. Wait, are we rolling already?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the fact that it's Father's Day. And I've been trying for a solid 2 weeks to get your kids to decide on what they wanted to do for you for Father's Day. And they've either come up with ideas that there's no possible way we could finance.
Right. Or that they decided that we're going to go yard sailing. That's what I was given the option this morning. That and defecating on someone.
I don't even know how you and the kids got on that topic.
It was a weird. Is that? No, that's not hentai. What is that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah,
it's just weird.
Well, yeah. Today is Father's Day. You got to call your dad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We should probably bring little man by to go see Stinky the Fox.
Yeah.
It's a long story, but my daughter, when she was 8, 9.
No, younger than that. She was like 4 or 5.
She started calling Crystal's stepfather Stinky the Fox.
She had a whole story. Stinky the Fox would break into people's houses and steal all their frozen peas, which at the time was her favorite snack, so that was like a huge crime.
Yeah. And now our son calls him Stinky the Fox as well. So, we should probably bring him by to, see him as well, because it's Father's Day. Yeah, I don't have any plans for today other than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a live stream tonight.
So the first plan that the kids had come up with was to send you on a golf retreat.
Yeah, they don't got the money for that.
Yeah.
They take a lot of money from us, but they don't have anything to show for it. They certainly don't save it.
But they definitely they wanted you to go on a golf retreat.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's the thought that counts, right?
Well, I don't know. My wallet was lighter after that thought, even.
I definitely felt the angst and O's with you on that one, but yeah, I don't have any plans.
Yeah, 2 solid weeks. I was like, well, do you guys want to cook breakfast for Dad? Maybe.
I'd have to go. They'd make me go grocery shopping first.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how that would go. So instead, we're going yard sailing.
Yeah. And tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Wow, Wow.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb here that they haven't figured out anything for Father's Day. They certainly the hell haven't figured out anything for my birthday.
They actually do have something for your birthday, and I think that you will be...
When you're at work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are they going to make me do? Clean the house? I don't. Let's keep it a surprise.
I think that you will be...
That way I'm not surprised when they don't do anything.
I think that you will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Did I tell you that my my golf driver broke?
No.
Yeah, it's got what they call the death rattle. Something inside the actual driver has come apart. So every time I go to use it and hit a golf ball, you hear a rattling noise now.
Are they under warranty?
Probably it was, but I've had it for 11 years.
Ah.
So
You're
it's
screwed, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
how much did that cost? Maybe.
Here's the funny story about this. So 11 years ago, my friends decided to play a practical joke on me for my birthday. My friend Ned and Tim, we were gathering at a local bar to celebrate my birthday, have a couple drinks, have dinner, and such, and waiting for other people to come into town. So they bring me this box they had hidden. They brought it in earlier in the night, and they had gift wrapped it. It had a really pretty bow on it, something like you do with all those little strings and stuff on. They're all curly cued. I mean, it was really nicely wrapped. So I open it up slowly, and they're like, just rip into it, And so they both start reaching over and grabbing pieces of it and ripping it apart. And I'm like, hey guys, this is my birthday gift, not yours. So I finally get it, and I open it up, and now the cardboard box says right on there, Cleveland Golf Driver in big giant letters. You know, they were printing for the manufacturer. And I'm like, oh my God, you shouldn't have. And I'm like, this had to be really, really super expensive, because they are. I mean, a good golf driver will cost $500-600, sometimes even more. It's not unheard of to find a brand new one for, you know, up into the $800-900 range. But anyways, so I open up this box, cardboard box, and inside there is not a brand new golf driver. It's one of Tim's old ones. And they had taken a hammer and beaten the living snot out of this thing. So I'm like, thanks. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that they did. They wrapped up a fucking, you know, sorry for my language, but they wrapped up a really old driver, and it was squashed in every possible direction, and it had beaten it with a hammer. Now, I still have that driver to this day, the one that they gave me, and I have the box in the other room. And I'm like, I'm trying to be, you know, as nice and as humble as I can. I'm like, this has got to be a joke. So hours later, as we're getting ready to leave, they brought out the actual real one. And that was 11 years ago, and that's the one that I've been using ever since. Now, people are going to probably find this a little bit odd, but when it comes to spending money, me and my beautiful wife here are what you would call extremely frugal.
I'm a notorious cheapskate.
Okay, we can go that word, cheapskates. But we don't spend money on ourselves like that.
My family cringes when they hear me go, psh, I could do that cheaper at home.
Oh. Right? But we can. We don't need to go out to eat. I can make that at home. I mean, it may not be a Happy Meal, but I can put it in a Happy Meal box that we already have.
Although now, to be fair, Happy Meals are worth investing in, because
the way he lights up his face is so happy.
Oh my gosh, we get him a Happy Meal on the weekend. He takes the box home with him. All day, he'll come up to you. It's a Happy Meal box, and I am happy. And then he'll just walk with his box. So worth the $5.
Yeah. I'm talking about our son, not me.
No. Will loves his Happy Meals.
I mean, I enjoy a good Happy Meal just like anybody else, but I mean, our son, the way he lights up when he gets that Happy Meal, and he opens up and he gets his little nuggets out of there, and you know, and his fries, his little tiny French fries.
He got one yesterday. He had a big day yesterday. We went to the trampoline park. First we went to the park to play tennis with me, my mother, little guy. Then we went to the trampoline park, and he had a play date with a friend. And then after that, their family and we went to McDonald's with the little play area, and he got his Happy Meal. He had a great day.
So how did I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this, but how did the play date end up working out? Was it did they play together, or they played near each other?
A little bit of both. So there was this one time, it was super sweet.
Because both of them are on the spectrum.
Yeah.
So.
There's a dodgeball section in the trampoline park, and both of them wanted to be in there. And there was two other kids that were just wailing on the other kids, just like, I mean, you know, I don't know how a freaking 7-year-old can be, like jacked in the arms, but kid was just nailing the other kids, and Taco and his friend didn't, they wanted to just play with the balls. They didn't want to hit people with the balls. They just want to play with them. So we're like, throw it back, buddy. Throw the ball back, right? And then he wanted to, and I was like, that's good. That's sweet that our boys don't, they're like, nah, we don't want to hurt people. And then I was like, buddy, do you want to play with the balls? And so he gathers up all the blue balls, and then he hands one to one of the other kids, who then turned around and pegged him in the face.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, that is a gamer betrayal, whether you were talking video games or in-person games. That's a betrayal. That's a violation of the gamer code.
And the justifiable homicide didn't come into it, mommy's mind?
Well, to be...
Gotta end that, boy. If something hurts our little boy, it must be ended.
I'm not saying that I handed some of the balls to one of the other parents that I was with and told them to peg those two kids that were hitting their kids with balls. But I am saying, if that happened, it's justified. See, I know I don't have the upper body strength to,
Yeah, I'm sure
you got to pass that
you
off
can
to
still
someone.
throw it harder than a 7-year-old can.
I don't know, man. That one 7-year-old was just like, what? Freaking annihilating everybody. Took out she probably was like 14 or 15. An older girl went in there. Ooh, excuse me. And man, after like 3 or 4 hits, that girl wasn't playing anymore. She was out for blood.
Wow.
But yeah, they had a good time. There's a foam pit thing, and they took all the blocks and they were making walls out of foam, and then charging at them and.
Well, that sounds like our little man right there.
Yeah.
He would love something like that.
The absolute. I mean, it was funny, but it was sad. So, the kiddo that Taco's playing with, I don't know if I should say his name or not, so I haven't been. Makes this big wall, right? And then Taco just goes barreling into it, right? So now kiddo's sad. Because he made this big wall he wanted to barrel into, right? And Taco gets out, and I'm like, buddy, you need to help fix that. That wasn't your wall to break. So he helps fix it. And then he jumps into it again. And I'm like, buddy, you got to fix that, and then you got to let your friend do it, because that's his wall. So he fixes it. And then he does it a 3rd time. And I'm like, Taco Man, you made your friend sad. And he goes, yeah. And then he just wanders off. Like, yeah, I did. I made him sad. Them's the breaks, Mom.
Yeah. But, he's so cute about it, though.
So cute.
So last week, after he got, school ended for the year, we're out here in the backyard, and we're playing, and he's got the beach ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is right now. Somewhere in the backyard, I hope, and the wind didn't blow it away. But he picks up the beach ball, and he's trying to dribble a beach ball like a basketball, and then he's throwing it up into his basketball hoop, and then he comes over to me and he goes, catch?
Aww.
Catch? And I'm like, okay. So he backs up with it and he throws it, but he's not throwing it to me. He's throwing it underhand at my head every time, at my face. And he thinks it's funny because it bounces off my face. And he's just like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore, little man. So then he picks up the ball and he's bouncing it off of his face because he thinks that's the funniest thing. And he did that for a good solid 3 hours. And I'm like, buddy, I don't think this is how we're supposed to play catch. And he's like, we catch. And I'm like, I was trying to get him, to make complete sentences. I got 1, maybe 2 sentences out of complete sentences, from him. But then he wanted to come back inside and play on the computer, and the computer wasn't working the way he wanted it. So he grabbed his tablet and then went over in the corner. I think he was upset, but I think he was overstimulated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's trying a lot more now than he has in the past. Yeah, but what you can tell from when he gets in those situations where he's just overloaded. It's like,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad he had a great time yesterday.
Yeah, he had a really good time.
I can't even believe it's less than a month away from his 7th birthday.
I know, right?
Less than a month, ladies and gentlemen.
7.
Less than a month. And he will be 7 years old. It's just going by like that. I mean, I wouldn't trade a moment of it at all. Even during, those hard times when he screeches. Ugh. He does that screaming screech thing that he used to do.
Not a fan.
I never was a fan of it myself, but he did it over and over and over again.
You hear this thing that's going on with my voice right now? A lot of that is because
Cancer?
children in general have no sense of propriety or ethics. You know, they're just... Anyway. He says he wants to play doctor. I'm like, okay, great. So he's got a little stethoscope, so he listens to my heart, and he's like, breathe in, breathe out, listen to my lungs, pretends to look at my ears. Then he goes, open your mouth and say, ah. And I was like, okay, ah. And then he coughs right in my mouth.
He does that to me. He's like, Daddy? Say, ah. I'm like, ah. And he coughs right in my open mouth. I'm like, why did you do that? He's like, and then he just runs off. I'm like, why? Why would you do that?
I have no idea where he got that from.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where you picked that up from, but you need to put it back down again.
Yeah, he's a hoot. He's a hoot. I have never, well, I mean, with our daughter, she never did that.
Mm-mm. She did this thing. She loved noses. It was all about noses. Her nose, other people's nose, mostly other people's nose.
Yeah.
And like you'd be holding her and just finger straight up your nose. Right up,
Boop.
all the time. Just right up there. And one time, her little nails, you know, little kid nails, man, they're thin and they're super fucking sharp. I'm holding her, I'm talking, all of a sudden, finger right at my nose, sliced the whole inside of my, just blood everywhere. And she's just like...
That was the funniest thing in the world. Well, that, and she was always shoving things up her nose, especially peas, frozen peas. I mean, when I say that...
flowers.
Flowers, yeah. But frozen peas were her favorite. They're still her favorite to this day. We're not talking like the full-size peas, the little petite peas. She loves them even to this day. Mm-hmm. She'll buy bags, well, I buy them, but, for her, at the store. But she'll eat them just like they're nothing. Frozen, she loves them. She'll put them in everything. Soup. She puts them on sandwiches. She puts them in everything. She loves little frozen peas. Little petite frozen peas. I think if our son has any one thing that he loves the most, I don't know what it would be. Because he likes a lot of things, but he likes the same exact things. It can't be, any kind of like deviation from. It's like he likes chicken nuggets, but they have to be a certain type of chicken nugget. He likes frozen pizzas, but it has to be a certain frozen pizza. But
he's getting better at branching out and trying new things. And I have found if we're out somewhere and we go to a restaurant or something like that, I've got an easier time of getting him to try something new than if it's at home. And I think part of that is because if we're at home, he knows there's a frozen pizza in the freezer.
Well,
it's like, I don't have to eat whatever this is, Mom.
What I've found is when I want him to try new things, we're not at home, bacon. Just get the boy some bacon. He loves bacon. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? Bacon is great with everything.
Yeah.
And, even if you want him to try scrambled eggs with cheese on it, because he loves eggs, but they have to be cooked a certain way.
And he started trying to cook his own eggs.
Yeah, at home, obviously with
with supervision. Yeah.
I mean, we're not like here's the frying pan and here's an egg. Go make yourself some eggs.
Yeah, but he's been super interested in cooking eggs, so it's
But if I wanted to make eat scrambled eggs with like cheese on it, or maybe a poached egg or a hard-boiled egg or something like that. I'm trying to get him to, eat something new. If there's bacon, he'll try it. It's like, well, I mean, there's bacon, I guess. So I'll eat the bacon, and I guess I'll try that. But yeah, I'm gonna get some of those plastic containers and start taking bacon with us everywhere I go.
That's not a bad idea.
So yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else new in our lives? Work, entertainment. Do you want that divorce yet?
Yeah. If you could just sign the papers.
I mean, after 25 years, I was kind of like, she could have killed me and been out, in half.
I did actually. You are a ghost.
Oh, am I like that kid who sees dead people? Bruce Willis movie?
Yeah.
Which one of them was really dead? Was it Bruce Willis or
Bruce
the kid?
Willis.
Bruce Willis was dead.
Yeah.
You know how many times I saw that movie before somebody told me that one of them is dead? I thought they were both alive and the little boy could see other dead people.
He could.
Well, I thought Bruce Willis was alive, though. I have no idea. But the back of my throat has been... I have like this tingle.
Yeah, that's because you live with Taco Man.
It get coughed in my mouth again. But for like the last 3 days, it's been... I can feel it right now. It's like... But anyways, sorry for coughing. But...
You know, we probably should wrap it up so we can take you to your Father's Day yard sailing.
Yeah. Yeah. Where I'm going to spend money.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day to you, Dad. Can I have some money? There's something over here. We're not buying any wicker furniture, and we're not buying anything big like that at all. No. My daughter, when she was younger, bless her heart, she bought these humongous paintings, and we still have them to this day in the house. And they are the worst paintings ever.
But she loves them, and art is subjective.
Right. But they're so bad, there's no place in the house to put them. They're in the frames, like looks like they're from the 1970s. But, you know, that gold and brown, you know, tones to them. And then the painting has those browns and gold tones to them as well. I think that one is supposed to be an eagle or a hawk. But... And then she bought a whole bunch of wicker furniture at a yard sale as well. And no, you know I can see you in the camera.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this one up here. But you know, in closing, I hope that everyone out there, you know, has a happy Father's Day. You know, call your dad, say Happy Father's Day if they're still around. If not. And to all the mothers and grandparents out there who are pulling double duty, you know, on Father's Day and Mother's Day and every day of the year in between, you know, I wish you all the best. Anything else you want to say in closing?
You stay safe out there.
That's my line. I don't even get that on Father's Day. I don't even get my own line. Bye.